Have you ever been sure your insurance would pay out, only to find out your claim was rejected? You're not alone. Every year, South Africans turn to the Ombud for help with disputes on life, disability, and funeral insurance. And hidden in those complaints are lessons that could save you from future disappointment. Let's explore real-life cases and what they teach us about how insurance really works. Hello everyone, and welcome back to FinEd, your favorite financial education channel. Before we begin, please do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Let's start with a major misunderstanding. Being boarded by your employer does not guarantee a disability payout. In South Africa and many other countries, being boarded typically refers to being medically boarded, meaning you are officially declared unable to continue working due to a medical condition and may qualify for early retirement or disability benefits. There are two main types. We've got temporary medical boarding, where you are placed on leave due to a condition that might improve over time. You may return to work later. Then we've got permanent medical boarding, where you are deemed unfit to work indefinitely and are retired early, usually due to a serious illness, injury, or mental health condition. If you're part of a pension or provident fund, this process usually allows you to access your retirement or disability benefits early. According to the National Financial Ombud, many workers believe that a doctor's note or employer's decision is enough, but your insurer has its own definition of disability, and unless you meet that, your claim may be declined. A truck driver began losing sight in one eye. His employer dismissed him on medical grounds. But when he claimed disability benefits, they got declined. Why? Because his policy required that he be unable to work in any job, not just as a truck driver. The insurer said he could still drive a light motor vehicle. Fortunately, after the Ombud intervened, the insurer paid out, but only on grounds of fairness. Another worker, an underground load driver, developed a respiratory condition and was also dismissed. But the insurer declined his disability claim. Why? Medical reassessments showed he could work above ground and didn't need chronic treatment. In this case, the Ombud sided with the insurer. Never assume a dismissal equals a valid claim. Always check whether your condition meets your policy's definition of disability, and do this before your job is terminated. Let's say you want to change your life insurance beneficiary. It's easy, right? Not if you don't follow the correct steps. A divorced father had his minor child as a beneficiary. He later decided to nominate a trust, signed the forms, but died before submitting them. His financial advisor submitted the form after his death, and the insurer paid the trust. But the child's mother took the case to the Ombud. Eventually, it went to the appeal tribunal, where judges ruled in the child's favor. Why? Because for a beneficiary change to be valid, the insurer must be informed and in agreement before the policyholder's death. A signed form isn't enough. It must reach the insurer. Always notify your insurer in writing when changing beneficiaries. Don't assume a signed form sitting on your desk is enough. A delay can cost your loved ones the payout. Now, here's a really scary one. You're paying monthly for funeral cover, but the provider isn't legally allowed to sell it. Luvuyo was collecting premiums even after its underwriting contract with Sanlam Developing Markets was cancelled. Without a licensed insurer backing the product, claims weren't being paid or only partially. In 4 cases, families were left waiting or received nothing. The Ombud ruled Luvuyo must pay with interest, even though its license was suspended. But just imagine the emotional stress and delay in getting that money when you need it most. The lesson here: always ask, who underwrites this policy? If it's not backed by a licensed insurer, please walk away. You don't want to be fighting for your funeral payout in court. Insurance works, but only if you understand how it works. These real cases from the Ombud show us that the fine print really matters. So what can you do today? Firstly, please review your policy's disability definitions. Please check and update your beneficiary details. And finally, please confirm your funeral provider is properly underwritten, because the time to ask questions is before you need to claim, not after. Subscribe for more practical financial education content and share this with someone who has life or funeral cover. They'll thank you later. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.